So I've left the Perry Monument, and right now I am heading over to the Coast Guard Station. Beside the Coast Guard Station is Beach 11, and there also happens to be the North Pier, where the North Pier Lighthouse is situated. I am seeing a few bird watchers every here and there. I just went by one that was a little bit precariously perched on her bicycle on the curve at the edge of the road with her binoculars in hand. And here we are at Horseshoe Pond, where all of these beautiful a lot of really nice houseboats out here. I think it would be ideal to have a spot like this. I'm not sure if Jazzy agrees with me. I think she wants to get out and play again. So anyhow, with that being said, I'm going to continue on down the road. And just like that, we are at the North Pier. And you can see the lighthouse up there, and it says do not enter right there. So I guess this is where I'm going to stop and get up on the pier and walk. Take my little girl for a walk. Well, I'm making use of the handicap ramp to get me up to the North Pier. And I guess this was a mistake coming out here because you can't get to it. How about that? It's an active construction zone, so they must be fixing the pier again. Oh well, I guess we'll do this another time. Well, if I'd have been paying more attention, I knew it was a construction zone. This explains to me that it is the Erie Harbor North Pier Repair. But at least I can walk up the road to the sand dune and get some pictures maybe. So now I could not get any closer to the lighthouse than this. So I am uploading an old photo of the lighthouse that I already have. So this is the channel that comes in from the lake. Over to the right is Presque Isle Bay. Across the channel you see those three towers. The little cluster of cottages that were by the beach, where I was walking the other day. And up on the hill, somewhere in that area, you can see the lighthouse. That would be the Erie Land Lighthouse. Oh, I think I see it right there amongst the trees. So I'm over on the Peninsula filming this. So this is the Presque Isle Lighthouse, otherwise known as the flashlight. I had never heard of that term before until a few days ago. The tower is open for climbing today. As you can see, there are a number of people up at the top. I don't know that I am going to be climbing. I think I'm going to be looking at my old files. I'm not sure I'm up to it today in this heat, but I'll look at my old files and see what I can find from my tour when I climbed it. Sorry about the bouncing camera. As you know, I have a little black critter that likes to take me in a different direction than where I'm willing to go. Construction of the Presque Isle Lighthouse was begun in September 1872 and was completed in July of the following year for a total cost of $15,000. A scow carrying 6,000 bricks was anchored off the shore below the lighthouse. During a storm, it broke free, and all 6,000 bricks were dumped into Lake Erie near the point of the peninsula. People have been finding bricks and pieces of bricks east of Presque Isle, at least as far as the beaches of northeast PA for many years. I myself have found a number of those pieces. Several years ago, there was a bad storm out here, and some of the cherry trees got damaged. So they were taken down, and a local artist carved some lighthouses out of the cherry wood, and they were offered for sale at the gift shop, and I have a couple of those. Something that I think I will treasure for a long time. Initially, the square brick tower was only 40 feet high, but an additional 17 feet 4 inches were added to the tower in 1896 to direct the projection of the light from the Fresnel lens out further over the lake. Over the next few years, the bricks of the tower were painted white so that the tower would serve as a day mark for travelers. The 78 steps with 6 landings form an enticing circular path to the top of the lighthouse tower. The attached dwelling had 9 rooms and was home to the U.S. Lighthouse Service keepers and their families until 1944. The interior of the residence still reflects a 19th century French architectural design. In July 2014, the lighthouse was transitioned from a private residence for park staff to a public building for visitors to learn about the rich maritime history of the Presque Isle Lighthouse. I'm going to take this little path here to the right of the lighthouse, take us out to the beach. Of course, Jazzy has to take her tour of the tree. Come on. Well, there are a few people out here on the beach. This isn't the busiest beach, but it is still a nice one. There is no stationed lifeguard here. If there were, I'd be getting yelled at because I have my dog on the beach. These breakwalls were put in many, many years ago to help with the erosion. They still have to replenish the beach every once in a while with more sand. Ah, yes, there is the view of the lighthouse from the beach. Very picturesque. You can see how close it is, really. out into the wide open water. These last few pictures are from 2014 when I made the climb to the top. I have to tell you, it's a fabulous view from up there. Thank you for watching. I hope to sometime be able to return to these lighthouses so I can climb up in the tower, and then that will conclude the rest of this series. It may take a while, but I had planned to do it. Thank you again.